on the open market to ensure price stability and mop up excess liquidity. They will be issuing their open market operations, which is the OMO. And the OMO comes at monetary policy rate plus or minus 2%, which treasurer will go and purchase bills offering 19% when the Bank of Ghana is offering 29%. The drop in the rates is artificial, Mr. Speaker. It's artificial. It's not in tandem with the economic fundamentals. And that is very important for us, positive and good economic indicators. We manage to keep our lights on. And it is important to know that President Akufo-Addo did not burden the Ghanaian people with a lot of costs in terms of electricity bills. President Mahama, I'm coming. Let me give you the data. Mr. Speaker, I am producing data of electricity tariff increases in this country. In the year 2009, there was no increase in electricity tariffs. In the year 2017, there was no increase in electricity tariffs. In the year 2010, President Mahama and President Mills increased electricity tariffs by 89%. In the year 2017, President Akufo-Addo reduced electricity tariffs by 17.5%. In the year 2011, the NDC increased electricity tariffs by 10%. In the year 2019, MPP increased by 17%. But Mr. Speaker, guess this. In the year 2012, electricity tariffs went up by 7.42%. In the year 2020, there was no increase in electricity tariffs. In the year 2013, they increased electricity tariffs by 58.9%. In the year 2021, there was no increase in electricity tariffs. In the year 2014, they increased it by 28.3%. In the year 2020, there was no increase in electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, it is instructive to note that out of the 8 years of the previous NDC government, 7 years of the 8 years, they increased electricity tariffs. But out of the 8 years of President Akufo-Addo and the MPP government, 5 solid years, we did not increase electricity tariffs in this country. That is the government that you have inherited. And Mr. Speaker, the cumulative effect of all these performances by the President Akufo-Addo government is the fact that President Akufo-Addo and the MPP government was able to construct the highest number of roads in the Fourth Republic. That the government was able to provide the largest number of health infrastructure than the NDC. We started and completed 47 non-Agenda 11 hospitals. We completed 9 Kufuor Eurojet projects. We constructed 21 treatment and holding centers. Mr. Speaker, we completed 6 inherited hospitals and all of that. So, Mr. Speaker, they are allergic to the facts. So they don't want you to talk about the facts. What I am talking about is that the government that President Mahama inherited is the government that has recorded the highest growth in agriculture than the NDC. It is the government that has constructed the highest number of interchanges than the NDC. It is the government that has seen the highest annual increase in cocoa prices in the country. Mr. Speaker, once I conclude, I want to make this policy suggestion to the Finance Minister. I suggest to the Finance Minister and the Governor of the Bank of Ghana that collaborative effort to collapse the bond market and ensure that the excess liquidity in the system is not traded on the open market by the Bank of Ghana at the monetary policy rate plus or minus 2%, to force everybody to go to the TB rate is not helping the country. That is why you are seeing the oversubscriptions at the TB level, traceable level. Mr. Speaker, if this continues, what is going to happen? This is important. What is going to happen is that there is excess liquidity in the system. The bond market is closed. Banks are not lending to the private sector. And even when they decide to lend to the private sector, the private sector appetite for credit, the quantum, may not be able to absorb the excess liquidity, there is no other alternative to the investors than to go to the currency market to buy dollars. Mr. Speaker, consequently, that is going to cause huge depreciation to our currency, and because the exchange rate between two economies.
Honourable Member, your time out. Time out. Honourable Members, I think we've come to the end of the debate for today. Definitely, we'll continue tomorrow. I think the Business Committee has proposed that we use 4 good days. 4 good days for this debate. And I think today is the first day. And so it will take us to next week, since Thursday is a public holiday. Yes, so any indication, or you are in my hands? Is that the position?
We're in your hands, Mr. Speaker.
Then, honourable members, I'll proceed to adjourn the sitting to tomorrow at 10 in the phone room. The sitting is adjourned accordingly.
What do you have?